Video number 2, folks, on Emblem Road and Highway F in Princeton, Missouri. Anyways, this is how we get to do. So let me zoom out here, folks, for you, get a better view. Take a little ride with us today on Emblem Road. The camera focus in, there we be. And today, I'm gonna take a little view. The own residents put down their own rock or not, I haven't got that confirmed yet. But very nice that these guys get some rock though, if they didn't have to pay for it. But if we, you know, that'd be something. But we're on still a county road on a highway, which is still taxpayer and public access roads here in the great state of Missouri, in the northern part. So again, it's supposed to be a two-way road. On the last video I posted, I said one way accidentally on there. That's a two-way road, but it acts like a one-way road because you almost can't get two cars to go through without getting in the ditch. But this isn't really a county. This is what they call a highway, and most roads here in the state of Missouri are considered a highway. So, and then the street. So we're out in the Princeton, Missouri, Mercer County area. This road, some people say, well, that don't look too bad. Well, you're right. This particular part isn't. However, it gets really rocky. And in the winter, it's even worse. Well, we're going to go over here. Now we're going up this hill. Other than it really doesn't show it really well on the video. But we're going up a pretty good incline. Going past some local farms. So I guess that guy probably pays some pretty good taxes. I'm pretty sure he does. His cows. Business. But if you want to check out these roads here, I mean, this is the road that we get. Now we're going down a 20-degree angle here on this road, and our ditches are full of mud. A lot of mud. It's going right up inside of the engines and the tires. And they put a little bit of traction control on this road about a week ago. So they put a little bit of rock so you get up and down. And this is still owned and still ran by buses, school buses, and local traffic, citizens, public. And this one had a pretty bad little hole in it, and they come out and did a little thing, and it ain't me shaking. That's really just the car shaking because we're driving. And if you watch down there, you see how fast I'm driving, which is at an appropriate speed for a road of this size and this kind. Even though the posted marking is about 40 miles an hour, yeah, to control the vehicle safely on this road is about 10 miles below that speed. So we're having a good time. This road, everybody's like, well, that road just looks like an old country back road. It's all full of sand. Standing dirt, water. A lot of potholes.
But don't go over them. Kind of hard not to, I guess.
Yeah. Got another farm here. People are like, well, how many people live in Mass on that? That'd be a great question. People are like, well, there ain't that many people. in there. Well, you gotta see, we're coming in from downtown Princeton, going northbound traffic here on the road, going back up towards Mercer, or the town of Mercer, the city of Mercer rather. And well, we got a lot of potholes here, which really well jams up your vehicle, and the speed's up going about 32 miles an hour. I'm gonna keep driving here, folks. It'll get a little bit worse as we go, and then we're gonna show you. And there's a lot of potholes. Had a little moisture last night, so it's a great time to show you what happens when it rains. And that was just a little bit. So we only got less than a half an inch of rain. Less than a half an inch of rain last night, not even a half an inch. So it didn't like it was crazy rain or anything, or storm damage, or storm cleanup, or anything like that. It was just a little drizzle. A little bit of drizzle, a little rain. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. And we're over here. Now, we're into all these bumps, folks. Road's looking pretty shitty. Then we got a bridge coming up. The High Dollar Bridge. Slow her down there a little bit because there's usually a major pothole, but the water's kind of filled it in a little bit with some dirt and sand. Can't say any rock because there is none.
I hope David didn't take back road.
So then we're going on here. We're going past a big farm operation. They run a company. And this used to be pretty brown. This road used to be red, and then it went back to rock and stuff like that. Now we're clear down to the core of about 8 years ago, when this road used to be solid red. They crushed up some brick and put down the crushed brick on the road, and well, all the material that they added on top of this crushed brick as a foundation has all worn away, and we're back to the original foundation set about 8-9 years ago, maybe a little longer. But that sounds pretty bad in a long time, but really it isn't that long from it. We had a pretty mild winter, so usually at this time of the year when we've had a lot more snow and stuff like that, this road is pretty bad. So, but we're still back to the core foundation that they put in here long ago, trying to build up the road originally, and we're back to it. So before it gets worse, it'd be optimal time for them to fix this road and make it more convenient. Because we're right before the tourism season, when everybody really does come down. And there was a little gray squirrel, folks. Didn't want to hit him. And so we're driving here. Then we're going to come up here. And this is still a road where local school buses come and drop off kids and stuff like that. And that particular thing is an association. So we're going to keep on the main highway. And not show that, because there's no reason. That would be a different jurisdiction. That'd be their problem. But anyways, we're on here, and this is all sand and a little bit of limestone rock crushed up. About 2 years ago or so, they filled in the ditch over there because they kept washing out, so they did do some work there. But you get in here, and we're still sliding pretty well, and on an all-wheel vehicle with all the sand and the soot and the gravel. Sand has been ground down to that basically, as it does. But we're going in here, and this is where it gets a little bit more fun. Now we're into just nothing but mud heaven. See, this is County Road. This is where it gets more fun. There's a house that we just passed, and there's a bunch of houses down in there. A little over 200 homes.
School buses.
And school buses drive this daily, all the way, all season long. And this is ridiculous. This is what I'm getting at. So we're driving, and this gets a whole lot of more fun. And so there's a person that lives right there, right on the road, right off the road. But this is all this mud, folks. I mean, just loads and loads of mud. do. And I've fought this for a couple of years, so I'm getting sick and tired of it. I live here. We have all this mud and dirt, and it just gets even worse. And this is pretty mild compared to what it usually is. And even if we get just a little bit of rain, this is what it turns into, just a itty bit. And now imagine if we had an inch of rain, what this road would be like. About 10 times way worse with a lot of ruts in it. And then the cars just have to kind of drive it over and flatten it out. But anyways, there's all these homes down in here. And if you slow the video, pause it or something like that. And I just slid into the other oncoming lane, which I shouldn't be doing. But we went over an incline hill and a ditch. So we're still going here, and this is still a county road, still highway. And this is all mud and
I
bone.
like the sound of that.
And this is what people get to drive on every day going into work and travel. Some of these are vacation homes and schools on a daily basis. Some of these kids have to drive into school, and high school kids driving into school every day going to school. So you got your child, and we got nothing but mud heaven on a two-lane road. And here we are having it now. Yeah, well, a lot of kids, you say, well, kids, they like to go out four-wheeling and stuff like that. And getting in the mud trucking, and I get it. But that was always fun being young. Being out there in the mud and in your truck and having a little bit of fun. And people, some of the locals say, well, it's always been that way. Well, you need to make a change. Things don't always have to be that way. Well, it's just how it is. It's the funniest thing I hear. It's about sad. A big bump there. Now the tires are just gripping in. This is ridiculous, having this much mud sitting on a road, in a ditch, in cars and trucks.
Here comes the truck.
Yeah. And here comes the truck. Yeah. And I'm driving. We used to drive, and we're getting over here on some blinding corners. We'll view out in this a little bit so you can see this. On this, it's ridiculous. We're going up a hill here. Let's focus up the camera again. And now we got potholes, and we're in the mud heaven here. And this is all clay. This is all Missouri wonderful red clay. And mud, but mostly clay. I keep calling it mud, but it's clay. And soot, and crap like that. And I'm driving on the right hand or left hand side because I'm going north. So I'm driving on the left hand side of the road because my side of the road, you can't drive on it. So it becomes a one-lane road on a two-way access road. And there's homes all down inside of there, folks, all the way in there. Hidden tucked in behind the trees. And this is what we get. And we're back to where we were earlier on what I call T-Bone Alley, if you watch video number 1. There's the blinding curve, but I'm not going to choose to take that. I'm going to go right over this, and then you're going right back up there to there, and there's some more cars coming down, so we know we have a lot of traffic, and the town of Mercer's just right over there, just on that other side, folks. So if you do care, send this or page it to somebody in the Senate or your town leaderships. Tell them to do something about it. That'd be amazing. Because I've tried, and I'm going to keep continuing to try and keep trying to be a thorn in everybody's ass. So, until something gets done. Because this is ridiculous. Thank y'all. Have a great day.